Hey guys, reporting 95, recording live from the local county prison cell. I'm not feeling that great right now, so I'm at home. At the local county prison cell. And I just figured this would be a good way to kill time. So I'm sorry for the whole having a I'm sorry for having a whole shitty attitude about it, but I'm just not feeling that great, but I'm gonna try not to let that affect my mood right now, because this fight is epic, and I want to bring it to you guys. This fight is between Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy, the super soldier Alucard ripoff himself, versus Valentines Acalanella Zifak Shishoboherets, Gombito Bella, Blue Stradivari, Talentrent Pierre, Andre Charlton Hamos, Bonavinci, Baldus, George Dietzel Kaiser III. Or Vash the Stampede if you want to be lazy about it. Wow. Okay, first of all, just this fight's pretty fucking epic. Yeah. So let me just go over quick summary. Let me just throw out there. You guys know I don't do a lot of research usually for my episodes. I just sort of let it throw, because if you do a lot of research, you start to break it down too much. And mine, I don't really feel like breaking down all that much. I usually, in my episodes, just go with who I feel would win. You know, I base it off of gut feeling. And I know not a lot of other people do that, but I like to do that. So I don't really like to do a lot of research. This one, not for the sake of, getting all the facts straight necessarily, but this one I've done a lot of research in, just because it's hard to remember a lot of, I couldn't, just to remember, names and stuff. Okay, Vincent Valentine. He's a super soldier. There's no debating that. Not unlike Cloud, but definitely unlike Cloud. He, so he's been known to be strong enough to, I believe, take large equipment and stuff and just chuck it and flip it over and shit. And by large equipment, I mean ammunition trucks, pretty much. He's been known to rip the weapons off of the top of vehicles and shit. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And he also has a metal gauntlet on his hand, which I don't know, maybe, I don't think he has that much fight experience because he's just shooting people. But he does also have Cerberus, which is a triple barrel pistol, shoots 3 bullets in one shot, and it never misses. Oh, and it fires 18 shots in total, so he's got 6 times of doing that. Six shots of 3 bullets per shot. So yeah, and it never misses because of stats, not because of magic or anything. It's got a 255% accuracy rate, so it doesn't miss. In Final Fantasy, I guess that's perfect. You'd think 100% accuracy rate would be sufficient. No, he somehow goes beyond that. Anyway, he also has a bolt action rifle called Hydra, which he just pretty much uses for sniping. He doesn't use it in combat or anything. Or doesn't use it at close range. Then he has the Griffin, I believe he calls it, which is pretty much a submachine gun. Yeah. And then out of his weapons, his most deadly... Oh wait, no, okay. He can also utilize, he could also utilize elemental attacks into these guns, so that he can shoot a giant exploding fireball. He can shoot daggers of ice that home in on you. He can shoot bolts of lightning that spread everywhere and hit everybody. But the only one he can't do this with is his ultimate weapon, which is the death penalty. Now this is also a rifle-looking thing, but it's nothing like Hydra, because this thing runs on stats completely. I mean, so does everything in Final Fantasy. It's a math-based game. It's a turn-based RPG. It sort of has to, but it's powered by statistic. It's guaranteed to do 10 damage, which is like nothing. But the more enemies Vincent has killed, the higher damage it does, and because of the overflow glitch, yeah, you can one-shot super bosses and stuff. That's whatever. I'm assuming that's not being put into the death battle if that happens. But what I think they would do is take like the minimum amount of people you have to kill as Vincent Valentine. So I'm guessing just Scourge of Cerberus. And I think I heard somebody count that and say it was around 2,000. Like around 2,000 damage. And if that's the case, that's pretty good, because that can take out relatively weak characters and do some pretty good damage to stronger ones. So that's decent, 2,000 damage. Guaranteed 2,000 damage. Yeah, so I don't know how that translates into real life damage, so I don't know how Vash would counter that, but whatever. And then he's got his Limit Break, which is a giant beast form, which heals him and increases all of his stats, and there's no timer on it. He just goes back if he loses. Or wins, actually. He just goes back if he wins or loses. So he can stay in this form indefinitely, apparently. Then you look at... Now let's look at Vash the Stampede. Vash is the legendary outlaw, gunman, and all that, But to describe his abilities is a little, like, it's hard to not be fanboyish. Like, I love Vash more than Vincent, obviously. Most people would, I think. I think a lot of people hate Vincent. Not that many, but a couple people. Spoonie. And people obviously love Vash. So, yeah. Vash has enough speed to dodge bullets from, about 10 feet. And he does this by reading the trajectory of where the bullet is going to be by where the person's aiming. And he's also got insane superhuman accuracy to the point where he can pick up a handful of rocks, like pebbles, throw them in the way of automatic fire, and have each rock knock a pebble out of the... Like, okay, if Albert Wesker was a Jedi in the Matrix, he would be like, what the fuck did that guy just do? Like, seriously, what's that? What is that? Throwing pebbles in the way of bullets. Like, that's fucking... That's... No. No. Anyway, so he sports a bulletproof jacket, red leather trench coat. That, first of all, that's one of the themes of the fight, and second of all, fuck yeah, red leather trench coat. That's awesome. Can't be a badass without a red leather trench coat. Anyway, it's bulletproof, but that doesn't mean it's indestructible. If it gets shot enough times, he will get shot, and it's only the jacket that's bulletproof. Also, but that he carries a giant ass pistol, like some fucking, Good Samaritan Hellboy shit, size pistol, which can tear up a wooden building in about 10 shots. So, yeah. And he also has a prosthetic arm, which holsters his own submachine gun, in his own right. And then we get the Angel Arm, which has one hell of a recoil, because if he uses it like, more than once in the same week, he'll fucking die. And sometimes using it once is you know, risk is only, like, using it once almost kills him. But anyway, the Angel Arm can destroy whole cities, can blow a hole in the moon. So yeah, it's a hell of a weapon. But in a fight between Vincent and Vash, despite the Angel Arm being as epic a weapon as it is, I'm gonna give it to Vincent. And the only reason for that is because, yeah, the Angel Arm's an awesome weapon. Look at all, like, Vincent has a shit ton of awesome weapons on his side. They may not stack up to the Angel Arm one-on-one, but overall, I think his arsenal's better. And I'm sorry I'm rushing this right now, but I'm running out of time. Overall, I think his arsenal's better. And he's probably physically superior, because, I mean, they're both, like, perfect aim. Superhuman aim. But, you know, Vash has a speed advantage, but I really think Vincent just being stronger would probably, and the fact that the beast form can heal him, and I think the beast form might even stand up to the Angel Arm. Survive it. So, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say Vincent. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, because people love Vash and a lot of people don't like Vincent. I swear to you I'm not a fanboy. I'm just saying, I think Vincent wins, just based off of weaponry and ability. I mean, because Vincent can shoot forces of nature at you, and depending on how much the death penalty does, it could just be over anyway. So yeah, this is Blended 95. See ya. Bye.